A few days after Eminem dropped his surprise album Kamikaze, Eminem posted this on his Instagram page, and surprisingly, even to this day, some still don't understand the significance of this post. It had nothing to do with bragging about numbers, but had more to do with setting the record straight and show who's in charge. Before we get started, remember to like the video, subscribe and turn on notifications if you enjoy content like this, and now we get right to it. Scroll to the comment section of any video that talks about Eminem's stats and achievements, and the first thing critics post to downplay Eminem's achievements is that sales don't matter. It's like they find it offensive that facts about Eminem's career are posted, but they don't seem to realize that context changes everything. Regardless of how much you hate Eminem, one thing everyone can agree on is that Eminem is technically miles above most rappers, and although his content might not be appealing to some, you can't deny his ability. Eminem is not a pop star with several ghostwriters, and doesn't rely on what is pop to sell records. His content is what elevated him to this point, and he's remained a rapper through it all. He didn't have to switch genres to make it like others, and for instance, Lose Yourself was #1 for 12 weeks in the United States, a feat that even some of the most popular pop songs ever, with songwriters in the double figures, failed to achieve, and Eminem achieved this with a song considered to be one of the best ever in hip-hop. Eminem posted his picture on Instagram to remind his critics about what matters in the end, which are the facts of a situation. He only cares about two things in the end: what his fans think about his music and the commercial performance of his albums, which was why he posted that picture. Less than 30 recognized critics reviewed Kamikaze, and they tried to create this narrative that as a collection, their opinion signifies the quality of an album, but when they get called out for saying ridiculous statements, they are quick to hide behind the curtain of "I was just stating my opinion." They get called out, they hide behind the statement that it is just their opinion, but it gets increasingly obvious that critics and media journalists in general, and not just in music, actively try to pass their opinions as facts. It's why websites like Metacritic exist today, to pass on their opinions as facts, and this is even worse for those that play video games. You'd be shocked at how many people who refuse to buy a game because it didn't score an aggregate of at least a 90 on Metacritic. Unfortunately for music critics, they don't have as much power as game critics, for instance, but they are actively working to change that. Take a look at this picture again and it shows just how out of touch with reality critics are, and they certainly view their opinions as fact. If I stated that gravity doesn't exist and you challenge my statement about gravity, what will you think of me if I said I was just stating my opinion? The reviewer from Vulture got the hottest burn when Eminem posted this picture, because if only the reviewer had waited a few days or even hours before posting their review, they would have known better. Even based on aggregate critical reception that critics love to pass as fact, Eminem has not released one bad album in his entire career, and even Revival was rated as average on Metacritic. But what affected Eminem was that many fans believed Revival was bad, and coupled with those that believed his career was over after they left him because of Trump. Since Kamikaze was a turnaround and many fans believed it was awesome, it was mission accomplished for Eminem with Kamikaze, hence why he posted these pictures, reminding critics that on the grand scheme of things, what's important is how fans receive an album, especially in this stage in his career. Legends like Bob Marley, Michael Jackson, Prince, Tupac, and a few others remain popular to this day years or even decades after their death for being able to do what Eminem is doing at the moment, the ability to produce quality music that's also a commercial success, the holy grail of music careers. And for the other quality artists that are unable to achieve both, they are mostly forgotten and buried in the sands of time. Think about how many quality artists were around in the 80s, and how many are remembered today. Do you still believe his ability as a rapper, combined with his commercial success, don't matter? Give it another decade or two, and the quality rappers that aren't able to break through and succeed commercially today will be forgotten by even their biggest fans today. Thanks for watching, and I hope you had as much fun as I did.